Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mayur Taday, Chief Business Officer at TeamLease. It is my great pleasure to host the TeamLease Dialogue on future of work in financial services. Financial services is often referred to as the barometer of the economy. If India's growth is required to be in the 8% GDP range, then it is often said that the credit growth in the economy should be between 16 to 18%. And to accomplish this potential, it is also said that we may require more than double the size of financial institutions that we currently have. Financial services sector comprises of companies which offer product range like various loan products, which includes vehicle loans, home loans, credit cards, insurance products, etc. And we all know that post-COVID, these product lines have seen enormous growth and have a very good runway ahead of us. For example, it is said that the housing loan market is in the range of 24 lakh crores as per one of the SBI reports, and it is said that it will double in the next 5 years. Similarly, the vehicle loan market is said to be in the range of about 5 lakh crores, and by 2030, only the electric vehicle loan growth would be in the range of about 4 lakh crores. Credit card, as we know, has currently the penetration is at about 3%, and it is likely to grow 20% year on year. We all know how UPI has grown in the payment space. In January 2023, we have seen transactions worth rupees 30 lakh crores and overall volume of 803 crore transactions. So, future for financial services sector is full of hope and enormous growth. Broadly in India, there are 4 types of organizations which are involved in financial services: private sector banks, public sector banks, non-banking financial corporations, which are NBFCs, and the fintechs. We all know that public sector banks, which have social obligation and are committed to the growth of India through its social infrastructure, has been playing a very important role in building the financial services sector. In the recent past, these organizations have taken to modernization and launching new products to compete with their private sector peers as well as NBFCs and the fintechs. Digitalization in India, on the other hand, has been growing, especially after establishment of the JAM Trinity, Jan Dhan, bank account, Aadhaar, and mobile phone, and that created the identity layer in India. On top of it, we have created the UPI layer and now building various other open protocols and services like the ONDC and account aggregators, etc. With various technologies like 5G being rolled out across India and IoT, AI, ML, and various other technologies, the digitalization of the financial services space is garnering great interest, and we are already seeing the fruits of it. How does this work for various banks or various organizations is something that we will find out from today. What is the impact on the future of jobs of this, and how public sector banks are evolving themselves in the digitalization space, digitalization era, as well as launching new products, etc. We all know that Union Bank of India is the 5th largest public sector bank by market capitalization. They have recently formed a subsidiary called as UBISL, which is into various such financial services products. And we are fortunate enough to meet the managing director of UBISL, Mr. Manoj Kumar, today. Okay. I will just quickly introduce Mr. Manoj Kumar to you, and then we will ask him some very interesting questions in terms of how this company was conceptualized, what it is going to do in future, how are things, what are the challenges he has faced, and how the future looks like. Mr. Manoj Kumar is a Managing Director and Chief Business Officer of the UBI Services Limited. Prior to this, he has held multiple roles in Union Bank of India. He was a Deputy General Manager, Regional Head, etc. He's a seasoned banker with more than 2 decades of banking experience, including Head of Treasury, Industrial Finance, and various other roles, administrative and otherwise. And he was also based in Abu Dhabi for 3 years to manage that center. So as MD and CBO of UBISL, he has played a pivotal role in setting up the company's office, formulating strategies, policies, team building, tie-ups, and capturing retail market pan-India with a span of 18 months. The journey involved transforming himself from the PSU culture to the private culture and understanding the intricacies of the prevalent retail market practices for setting up a robust marketing engine for Union Bank of India. With a team size of 1,200 members, the company could achieve a milestone of 3,000 crores of business today. Shri Manoj Kumar is a mathematics graduate and a certified associate of India Institute of Banking and Finance, and has done various leadership programs. Thank you so much, Mr. Manoj Kumar, to agree to do this with us today. It will be interesting for all our audience and everybody at TeamLease to know your journey of UBISL and what is the future that lies ahead of us. As you rightly know, that various public sector banks are also forming their subsidiaries. So what was the thought process behind forming? ये कैसे idea आया कि हम एक subsidiary form करें और एक नया business शुरू करें?
Thank you, Mayur. Actually, the idea for setting up a subsidiary for Union Bank of India was under discussion since a long. But it got accelerated when this merger took place, and the top management of Union Bank found to find one subsidiary of erstwhile Corporation Bank named the Core Bank City Limited. That was found very suitable for converting this company into a marketing subsidiary of Union Bank. And we can say only this whole idea of conceptualization of this subsidiary was formulated at the level of top management of Union Bank, and we have been deputed from Union Bank to just execute it at the ground.
Okay. And what is the business model of UBISL?
This company is a marketing subsidiary of Union Bank, means they are looking and taking care of all sales, marketing and distribution of the core product of the bank. So in simplest language we can say this company is a business support vertical of Union Bank. So whatever core products of Union Bank is there, if anywhere they find the support of sales, marketing or distribution, the role of UBISL comes into picture. So in this way, this is good for the organization and parent organization in terms of cost, and that too in terms of managing the things in a very controlled and effective way. Because all this sales part, marketing and distribution part, a focused subsidiary is taking care of. So certainly it will boost the business of the bank. And secondly, the parent bank also will be able to give more focus on this product development space, this product delivery space, so many of research for making the transformation easy, and to do the digitalization more effective, making the process easier for the customers. So one way we will be coming very competitively with the other banks, and other way the business front we will be looking a very focused approach, give further supporting the banks in terms of more business and growth. So both ways it's very, very good for the organization for floating the subsidiary, and the role we are playing for the bank is certainly a big chunk of business that is coming from the sales and marketing part that we are taking care of.
Okay, and you must have faced a lot of challenges while implementing this subsidiary and right from the formulation stage till today. Why don't you share some of those challenges with us and how you could, manage those challenges?
Yes, while setting up any new company, challenges to रहेंगे. मतलब we are also having a lot of big challenges before us while going for setting up this company. So we will just formulate 2-3 big challenges what was there in our mind while going for this company. First and foremost was itself the brand of Union Bank of India. it was a challenge for us to keep that brand intact while going to the market. Because we are carrying such a big brand and going to the market, that was the foremost responsibility for us, that at no place and no point the brand of Union Bank should get compromised. So that was the biggest challenge. Second, if we come through, then that's the people. Why I'm saying people? Because from the very first day I was very clear in my approach that if we have the right kind of people along with us, certainly our journey will become easy and we'll be having a good kind of business setup for the company. But that itself a challenge for us for attracting the right people for the company, because at that time we were in the formative stage of business, and to attract experienced and talented people, naturally all they are working with some company and they were having a stable employment there with the company who may be at par with us or maybe better than us. Why they will switch over to our company, which is in formative stage? It's a very challenging task to convince them that what future you are there with us. So for convincing them that yes, you are going to join the right company with the right backup of the bank like Union Bank, and to make them convince you have a great future here. And certainly one more thing, that if you are coming and joining our company, you will be having this kind of value additional profile, that you have experience of setting up such company. It is rarely comes. Means you may be getting offer of other companies who are established. For the company who are starting from the scratch and have a future business roadmap, and to get associated with such company from the evaluation stage gets your profile very strong, makes your profile very strong. So that way we are able to convince those people, and we are lucky enough that people got convinced and get associated with us, and we have a right kind of people along with this company, and they are happy with us today. So that was one of the challenge that we could mitigate it. Second challenge was exactly the process to set up before going to the market, because we are very sure that unless you have a right kind of process in place, the people who are joining you, if they don't find the process aligned with the market, then they will start feeling that the way we thought about this company, they are not coming at par, and then they will start writing the review in the social medias or the Google reviews and all, and it may dent our image in terms of the image of the Union Bank of India. So I was very sure that we will not compromise on the process part also. So we will not go to the market with a half-hearted process, and will give room to the people to fill the gap. So we went to the market with full-fledged setup of process. So we first set up our infrastructure, then manpower, then we went for a right kind of lead management tool, lead management tool, monitoring tool, marketing tool. Everything was ready. Then we went to the market. So these three challenges we found the most for us, but it all worked in our favor. And today we can see with this journey, after having all these challenges, where we are. So thank you, Vince, for all support of all the people.
Great, super. And of course, leadership plays a very important role in making any such initiative extremely successful. And of course, leadership brings, drives the culture of the organization. And as they say, culture eats strategy for breakfast. So, what kind of leadership, style did you adopt while creating this kind of a transformation, especially in a public sector setup? Okay, it would have required a great effort from your side to bring about the right balance of culture and performance, and bring people together. So
the quote you quoted right now, it's a very favorite quote of our ex-MD, Sri Ray sir. They used to quote this sentence very frequently. ये जो आपने बोला ना, strategy it's
culture eats strategy
for breakfast. And very means right quote in terms of business and corporate sectors if you talk about. So in terms of leadership, leaders are leaders, and all leaders are successful. Style may be different. So if it comes to my style of leadership, I personally believe into this participative style of management. because I feel that nobody is complete in its own. मतलब अगर हम बात करें, कोई भी अपने में संपूर्ण नहीं हो सकता है. Means they need guidance, support, feedback from the field. So I always believe that while formulating any idea, any guidelines for us, any strategy for us, or any roadmap for the company, I generally used to take the feedback of our field people, because I have this feeling that if you want to get a right idea for yourself, a right feedback and right suggestion for yourself, go to the field and ask them, because they are the people who are experiencing the problems and challenges on day-to-day basis, and they're the right people to make you understand that what's making them behind with the peers, what's coming the gap between their businesses and efforts, and what needs to be bridged in terms of strategy alone. So whenever I go for any strategy making at our head office, our senior people are always there, but I also have this culture in our company to take the feedback of those people. I just make them party of this discussion to understand well, and I place myself one among them. Just a role of having a different role at different places. They are heading a particular location, I'm heading on a country level. That is the only difference. But whenever the matter of idea comes, certainly all are having capacity and potential. That's why they have been given this assignment to head as a regional head, as a zonal head at the field and all. And they are coming from the particular field, so they have experience of that field in a better way than that what we have. So we always go with this kind of, and it gives a kind of empowerment to them also, that we are asking them to participate in the process, in the field, that yes, this is our company. And once you trust those people in the field, I believe they will give beyond their capacity and they will just own it. Sir, ऐसे करेंगे और इसको ऐसे बनाएंगे. So that I want to deliver it among the team, and अगर team है तो फिर company और business है. So that's where we always.
Amazing. I mean, this is an outside-in approach where you're saying that the voice of customer is captured by people on the ground who are closer to the marketplace, and then you use that input to build the strategies rather than just doing something here and then sending it out. That's a great idea. See, when we were talking, when we met earlier, I saw a lot of pride in you for Union Bank of India. Okay, and barring from knowing that it is the 5th largest public sector bank by market capitalization. So हमने जब देखा था कुछ 55,000 crore market capitalization था. उसके अलावा मुझे और कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं था. लेकिन you took me through a lot of parameters of success. ऐसा सर आपको पता है ये है वो है. So why don't you share that with our audience for them to know how large is Union Bank of India and how successful it is.
I'm from Union Bank, or it's not because I belong to Union Bank. I'm just having this right for Union Bank. Union Bank, if you ask the person who are not deeply involved in the market, they will simply introduce the way you introduced that it's the 5th largest bank of India in public sector domain. But that is true. Because as per the market capitalization and business mix, आप deposit advances के figures को आप करके आप उसको size wise you make it a 5th largest bank. But for me it is beyond that of truth, that of fact. So what we see Union Bank of India, that there are several other parameters in banking terms which measures the efficiency of the banks. And we have seen Union Bank that they are at number 4 also, they are at number 3 also in certain parameters, they are at number 2 also, and somewhere in broad terms they are at number 1 also. So it's not that it's a 5th on all parameters. The Union Bank has made themselves stand at number 4, at number 3, even at number 2, and even at number 1. If you compare the 7 large PSBs, and if you take the numbers of 9 month ended December 22, they certainly we can give light on certain facts that you will surprise to acknowledge.
So we are interested in knowing that.
For example, if I say that RAD, अगर आप banking sector से थोड़ा जुड़े हो तो ये retail, agriculture and MSME, those sectors are priority sectors for the bank, and very very important sectors in terms of not only in terms of priority, in terms of productivity also. Second comes corporate fundings and corporate loans. So if you talk about RAM is a retail, agriculture and MSME. And in agriculture and MSME, our bank is at number 3 positions. If we talk about December 22 9-month ended figures, and if we compare among the 7 large registered banks. So RAM में हम agriculture MSME number 3 पे हैं. Retail we are at number 4. Okay. Even if we talk about corporate, again we are at number 4. और अगर नंबर 2 की बात करें तो आप डिजिटल स्पेस में अगर इन चीज़ों को देखें, जहाँ मोबाइल बैंकिंग की बात आती है, so I have seen that mobile banking, if you talk about from volume of transactions, mobile banking में, among the 7 PSPs, as on December 22 numbers, the sources, whatever RBI and all there, we are standing at number 2. So just after State Bank of India, if you talk about the Union Bank standing in digital platform, having the large volume transaction in mobile banking, it says that digitally also we are very advanced. And we are growing very fast. And the niche sector, that agriculture, MSME, we are not far, we are at number 3. In corporate also we are number 4. So it shows that Union Bank is growing so rapidly that we are very sure that they have all the capacity, capability and potential to become number 2 and number 3. Because in most of the fields they are either on number 3 or at number 4.
Okay.
So it may bring it to the next level. And that is the strength of Union Bank, and that's why I take a pride for Union Bank of India, and I'm very proud to be the part of and employee of Union Bank of India. So that always reflects on my face, and that is true.
And it's important. And as I was saying, that in many quarters, whenever there are many analysts who come on.
Analysts are aware of that. But I am talking the person who are not deeply involved and doing analysis of the bank customer, they may be having this kind of approach that's a fifth class approach, because size-wise it's true that we are there. But if you analyze it in a deeper manner, you will find that yes, they are one of the big brand in banking space.
Yeah, and you also mentioned that it's not only in India, but you are actually, international presence, and you want to grow that. And as I said, that India needs large banks, and more financial institutions for it to accomplish its potential of credit growth, etc. So great to hear that. And how is this assignment different than your previous assignments?
Actually, earlier I was in public sector domain. Now we are heading a private company. So altogether, the journey from public to private has been very interesting and very satisfying. Also, we learned a lot from this assignment. What major difference, if you can talk about? In Union Bank, whatever position we were having, like heading a region like Indore and all. So there, being in Union Bank, there are set policies, set guidelines, you need to follow it. And all this policy formation, other guidelines, everything was already there before you. Some team at head office used to have the brainstorming and used to make for you. Only thing at the field you need to follow it. But here in this company, we got an opportunity to build that kind of process also, to build that kind of policies, rules, guidelines, structure. So from scratch, everything you need to do. As a part of, as generally in banks, the head office used to do it. So looking at all these micro things to macro, everything was just before you, and each act of you is getting in form of impact to the company. So we need to be very cautious in terms of compliances, in terms of business, in terms of market fillings, in terms of employees. So everybody has to be taken care of, and each part has to be understood well while heading such kind of organization. So it gave me a lot of wide exposure, means it has an eye-opener for me actually, and I'm very thankful to the top management of Union Bank for giving this opportunity to me and making this journey to live in. So I actually involved myself from deeply involved in this journey and enjoyed a lot and learned a lot. So really, I will not forget this assignment anymore. That will be a game changer for my life in terms of change of thought process also towards the private market.
Great, super. And what are the products that you're focusing right now in UBISL, apart from the back office sort of,
Actually, when this formation of this company was there in last year, the product was very, very specific. That was housing and vehicle. That was core product for retail. But going forward, we have diversified the products as on today. And now, apart from this housing vehicle, we are into the business of mortgage loan, education loan, gold loan, MSMEs, credit card, and even this back-end services like account opening processes. And we are now going into this 𝗕𝗫𝗃𝗃𝗁𝗂𝗃 marketing, wealth management. That also is part of our bouquet of products. And in future, we are going to this agriculture products also. So naturally, when we go to this agri products, we have already identified two major products like dairy and farm mechanization. So a lot of products are coming into our kitty, and thanks to Union Bank for trusting us and giving all this kind of mandate to us. So going forward, we want to become a strong business support vertical for Union Bank of India, and that way we are just going ahead.
Amazing, amazing. I would not be surprised you becoming a 5,000 people organization very soon and crossing 10,000 crore worth of business. I'll not ask you for your
more than that.
Yeah, great.
5,000 is going in this quarter itself. 5,000 is a big number because we have long ambition. As in today, actually, we are there at a 1,500 plus, like 1,200. That was January, February numbers. We are growing very fast. Since in terms of deployment, the last quarter you always have a slowdown. Means people actually don't leave their parent organization in the last quarter. So traction may be slow for this January to March. But after March, April to June will be a very crucial quarter for me in terms of employment generation. So I'll be coming to you, so be ready for that.
Yeah, great. So that was my next question. How do you see the employment outlook? As you said that Q4 is always a little flat period, but Q1 of FY24 and going into the next few quarters, how do you see the employment?
There are great opportunity coming for employment, what I feel, because you know that a lot of, you already told in the initial introduction itself, a lot of banks are coming with this kind of concept of putting subsidiary. A lot of PSBs, they've already floated. It's any time they can go for this kind of employment. Other banks also in process of floating the subsidiary like this, looking to the success of such subsidiary for any bank. So once they come into the market, there are a lot of opportunity for the employment for the youth. The only thing I will say that was experiencing the market since last 6 and 8 months, what I have felt, that there is no dearth of opportunity. We want the right people and we are getting sometimes difficult to get the right people. So what I suggest to people that there is no dearth, you just make yourself capable enough to get hired. Work on the skill development and make yourself suitable for suitable hiring, and opportunities are a lot because so many of banks are coming into this space, and certainly they will expand it into the pan-India basis. So opportunities are huge. So this is my assessment for this next quarter itself.
Excellent. And you've seen banking for 2 decades. You've seen the pure brick and mortar and now the digitalization. So what is the impact of digitalization that you see? What kind of new roles will come up, and what kind of skills do people have to be ready with for future jobs?
Digitalization, I've heard a lot. This is the fact that there is nobody can ignore this digitalization, because competing the global economy, global market, you need to digitalize the process. So there is no other way but to digitalize. It's a fact. So we'll keep aside that we have to go very fast on this digitalization space. Coming to the opportunity of employment, that will increase the opportunity. Digitalization is not about is not directly linked with the opportunity of job. It links with the cadre, means the skill what you need to further develop it to make yourself fit for the digitalized market. Because then we will not go for such hiring who don't have this kind of skill meeting to the criteria what the technology wants from them. So opportunity would be there. The only thing you need to see at your level that how effectively you make yourself capable enough to become good enough for the job what the company is going to have in future. So I will just say all the people in the ground to make themselves a bit ahead of their level to get this right job at the right company.
So इसको थोड़ा सा खुल के बात.
Yeah.
जो फ्रंटलाइन में बंदा है जो आप अभी you have created a team of 1200 people, you will soon cross 3000, 4000, 5000 people. What are you looking at in terms of their expectation? Because जो एक ग्रेजुएट निकल रहा है यूनिवर्सिटी से और आपने बोला कि he should have slightly better than what knowledge then. So क्या करना चाहिए उसको?
सर हम ये बताएंगे कि जैसे अगर अपनी कंपनी की बात करें तो आज जो हमारे जूनियर लेवल पे या फ्रेशर्स लेवल पे लोग हैं, they are getting good training from us, and what we are just experiencing that any kind of technical assignment if we need to do at the company level, we used to go to the consultants, we ask their help to actualize it and to execute it. Why not to give this kind of training to our own people? We'll just give them the training that what kind of suppose any kind of product development is or any kind of technology development है या कोई software development है या कोई program development है, तो always we go for the consultants because they are the person who are having the expertise of that market. तो उनकी services हम देते हैं. But what I'm saying that the job are huge because I want people going forward or the company going forward what they will see on. Why to invest such kind of corpus to hiring the consultants and all? Why not to create such kind of team at the company level itself? So I'm thinking, शुरुआत में एक small scale पे ही, we just try to see that freshers they are coming from the IT background and they are not getting jobs. We'll ask them to come and join us. We'll give you and train you because you have this kind of feed in your blood because you have already gone through IT process and also they are aware of all these technical facts. Only thing they need to be given a right kind of training. और ये हम ट्रेनर लेके आए, उनको जो है 5-6 महीने एज ए फ्रेशर्स को ट्रेनिंग. आज भी देखें बहुत सारे इंडस्ट्री जो है दे इन्वेस्ट देयर मनी इन इंडक्शन ट्रेनिंग टू ऑल देयर एम्प्लॉइज व्हेन दे ज्वाइन फ्रेश टू देयर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. सो उनको देने के बाद दे विल बिकम एसेट फॉर अस and then we'll be having our in-house team who will be developing the software, who will be developing the programs, who will be giving the competing the market without getting dependence on the other expertise and all. So in this way we can create a job.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is, we spoke about the technology team and the back end. What happens to the people on the ground जो sales कर रहे हैं आपके लिए customer applications वो source कर रहे हैं? On pan India you have people who are going to interacting with the customer. So वहाँ पर क्या qualification आप देख रहे हो, में क्या skill देख रहे हैं?
Actually इनका कुछ substitute नहीं है. मतलब आज के डेट में भी if you talk about customers point of view, they need a personal touch. और personal touch को हम कभी उनसे अलग करेंगे तो experience थोड़ा अलग होगा. So to have a best experience, naturally personal touch is required at the field. So the field executives will have having the same role because they are what they are doing. In today's review, if you see, every customer wants कि उनके घर पे ये काम हो जाए. अगर मेरी मजबूरी ना हो, we always want कि कोई लोन है तो कोई बंदा हमारे पास आए और घर पे ही सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स साइन करवा ले, सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स इकट्ठा कर ले और फिर ये अपने बैंक को प्रोसेस कर ले और अपने ऑफिस और ड्यूटी को जाएं. So naturally this feeling is among all the customers and borrowers that somebody should come and complete the task. Even if you go for STP process, so many banks are going and all, जहाँ पर आप you make customers empowered to take the photographs, scan the documents and upload it. It will get the loan get automatically processed and you just go and track the status of the loan and all. उसमें भी अगर देखेंगे तो उनको मतलब स्कैन करने के लिए भी टाइम नहीं है, मतलब इतना STP देने के बाद भी उनको लगता है कि somebody should come and scan it also and fill it and do it. Means they want some personal touch. Somebody should come and do work from their side because they are bound with so many of issues of the official task also, personal task also, family task also. So if somebody is doing the job on their behalf, it gives a lot of delight to them. So what I feel is field people are a very great role in this driving the whole sales business.
आपने एक बड़ी खुशी की बात कर दी है. इतने दिन हमारे मन में चल रहा था कि क्या ChatGPT हमारा फ्रंटलाइन सेल्स रोल का जॉब लेके जाएगा, लेकिन आपने दिलासा दिया कि ऐसे कुछ नहीं होने वाला है.
मैंने एक्सपीरियंस किया था व्हेन दिस ChatGPT ये जो बहुत चर्चा में आई थी और बहुत सारी ये चीज़ें जो है बहुत पॉपुलर हो गई थी, तो मैंने ये सोचा कि एक बार एक्सपीरियंस किया जाए. तो उनको कहीं किसी जगह जाके डाउनलोड करना था और फिर कुछ प्रोसेस करने थे, उन्हें किया. करने के बाद जो स्क्रिप्ट्स आने लगे ना, मैंने बंद कर दिया बिकॉज छोटे छोटे शब्दों में टाइप किया जा रहा है, हम पढ़े जा रहे हैं. तो इट्स गुड लाइक कि स्क्रिप्ट्स जो है आपको अचानक से मिल जाता है, बट लोग स्क्रिप्ट से ज़्यादा फील ज़्यादा पसंद करते हैं कि हाउ इट्स कनेक्टिंग अस. इवन जो है 2 liners और 3 liners, if something touches the heart, that makes a real satisfaction while going through one page reading sample. So that is my personal experience. I'm not having any kind of view on the ChatGPT. That is fine. But what I experienced, I'm just saying.
Great. No. Companies like us, would like to ensure that we provide a lot of job opportunities to people, fresh graduates, even undergraduates. Just to inform you, TeamLease has a separate entity called TeamLease EdTech, which provides graduation and post-graduation opportunities to people who are working or on the job already. And we've tied up with 50 universities where we can offer a BBA BFSI course or an MBA BFSI course, and obviously we will introduce that to you as well. So great, thank you so much for your time. It was lovely interacting with you, and we wish the best for UBISL and overall Union Bank of India, and look forward to connecting with you again. So,
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.